This is Lisa from DataVoke. Today, I would like to show you how the Set Selection action works. This action allows you to select all of the records in your view or only a few based on the criteria in your action chain. So let me demonstrate this. Let's open Design Mode and let's add a new button. So if we edit this button, let's call it Select All. We'll give it a hint, and let's change the icon. Now let's add the action. So down here we have a couple of options. The first option is All Records. This option allows you to determine whether you want to select every record in your view or not. So in our case, we want to select every record, so we're going to select this option. And this select option over here is whether you want to select or unselect all of the records in your view. So when it's not selected, you are unselecting the records. In our case, we want to select them, so I'm going to select that option as well. So now we can save and close and capture. So now if we test our button, it should select every record in our view, which it does. So now let's go back to Design Mode and quickly add another button to unselect all of the records in our view. So we'll add our button, we'll edit our button, and we will give it a name and a hint. And we can update the icon. And now let's add the action. So in this case, we want to select all the records because we want to unselect them all. And we will not select this select option. And as you can see up here, it says Unselect All Records. So now we can save and close, capture. So now if we test this button, it's unselecting all of the records in our view. So now let me show you an example where an action chain selects only specific records. So in this case, this action chain only selects records that do not have a carrier. So let's move into Design Mode so that I can show you how this button is set up. So if we go into Edit the button, there is a For Each action on it that uses the carrier unassigned action chain. So if we go in and look at that action chain, we can see that it has an If action chain on it, and it is looking to see whether the carrier is null or empty. And if the carrier is null or empty, it is looking at this Selected Records action chain, which selects the selected records. So what this is doing is it is looking at all of the records in our view, and if they do not have a carrier, then it is selecting those records. So let's close all of this so that I can show you what this button does. When we click on this button, it should only select the records that do not have a carrier. And it does. So the top 3 have a carrier assigned to them, so they did not get selected, and all of the ones below it did. So that is how the Set Selection action works. Please visit us again for more helpful videos, or stop by DataVoke.com and check out our support page.